Once again, just as always, the Rivers PDP has been thrown into tension because of a state high court ruling sacking the Aaron-led faction of PDP in Rivers State. Before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here or you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below. Give this video a massive thumbs up. Also leave your opinions in the comment section below as well. The Chukwuemeka Aaron-led faction of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Rivers State has said it invited the police to take over the party secretariat located on Aba Road, Port Harcourt. A state high court presided over by Justice Stephen Jumbo had on Wednesday sacked Aaron as PDP chairman in the state and declared the recent ward, local government, and state congresses of a party null and void. Subsequently, the party appointed the former vice chairman of the party in Rivers West Senatorial District, Dr. Oname Ewo, as its acting chairman in the state. However, before Ewo and members of his caretaker committee would assume duties at that party's secretariat, anti-riot policemen had taken over all roads leading to the premises. But speaking on a live radio program monitored in Port Harcourt yesterday, the publicity secretary of Aaron-led faction of the PDP, Dr. Kenneth Wike, admitted that it was a faction that invited the police to take over the facility. Wike said, "I want to clear this point that it was the PDP, as led by Honorable Chukwuemeka Aaron, that did a document to the Commissioner of Police stating that because of the statement we have been hearing from the so-called caretaker committee led by Dr. Oname Ewo coming to take over the secretariat, and that was why policemen were stationed there." The truth is, the Aaron-led faction or leadership of the PDP in Rivers State, they knew that once this other caretaker committee or this other faction are able to seize control of the secretariat, it will be very difficult for they themselves, to resume control. Or if, fortunately for them, there is another court order, it will be very difficult for them to, take back power from these people, which was why they had to invite policemen to seize the place so that at least nobody gets to have access to the secretariat for the time being. Let's move on, my people. Of course, we did so to make sure that the secretariat is in peace. You did not do it for peace sake. You did it to your own advantage. You had to, first of all, make the first move because you know that those people, the caretaker committee that have been nominated, were about to, seize control of the secretariat, and you knew that once they were successful at it, it would be very difficult for you to come back. The factional PDP spokesman said the party was yet to receive a copy of the judgment that allegedly sacked his executives. If you have not received a copy, at least you have heard in the news. You have heard from reliable sources. So what else do you want? He said, "Our party has not in any way received any of the judgment. Nothing was brought to the state office. It is clear that the national office has equally said they have not received any such judgment. You are not expected to say that I am indebted to you yet. There is no documentation to show that. If the national legal advisor said they have the judgment, then the state legal advisor should be furnished with it. In 2023, we had a court ruling that said only the state legal advisor that should handle matters concerning the state. It is not only the national legal advisor that should have the judgment. The state is also different in its operations from the federal. You can imagine excuse. As long as the federal level has the judgment, a copy of the judgment, it should as well, they should as well communicate it to the state legal advisor What more do you want after the state legal advisor has a copy of it? What do you want exactly? I just feel that this is just an excuse for them not to vacate the office. That state legal advisor should be put in the know of what is happening in the state. I want to make something clear. This judgment should be enforced by the sheriff and not by litigants themselves. We are not a party to the suit that was instituted. These are what we are picking up from what they call judgment that they have. No judgment has been served on us. You all, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. What do you all think of this? Do you think that these are all excuses? Because they listed two things. They talked about two things here. One was the fact that, the copy of the judgment has not been passed down to the state legal advisor. They're expecting it to be communicated to the state legal advisor, claiming that the state is different from federal. And then one other thing, they are saying that even if at all the judgment will be executed, it is not expected that the other faction or the caretaker committee should be the one executing the court order. The execution should come from the law enforcement agencies, which is why these people decided to use the same law enforcement agency who are supposed to be executing the court order. They are now using it against them, not to even allow anybody close to the state secretariat. Before we go, my people, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. Onyeke says, lawless lawbreakers calling the police to maintain order. So you guys love peace. As in, let me ask them. So they love peace. Fatai Olari Waju says, if not because you are lawless, how will you direct the police to take over the party secretariat to hinder the takeover of Ewa? God is watching you. No matter how long it may take, the authentic executive will take over very soon. Victor Onana says, the police is disappointedly doing Wike's bidding, but God Almighty keeps teaching them lesson. You imagine? Another person says, I thought the Ewo faction said the police was there to pave way for Ewo to take over Secretariat. Mad people everywhere. As in my brother. Another comment lastly from Razak says, you invited police or Wike directed them to the Secretariat. What they are telling us is that they are the ones who invited the police. Police that are supposed to be, making sure that the court order is being executed. It's the same police. So the same police are the ones that are making sure that they do what is contrary to the court order. You all, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always watching and listening. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.